Hi everyone, this is Karen Fomafung, your Agile Evangelist, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about some key things that an interview candidate you should avoid or never say when you go for your Scrum Master interview or your Agile Coach interview or your Release Train Engineer interview or whatever interview around the Agile practice that you're going to. So there are some things that candidates usually say during their interviews, knowing or unknowingly, that just causes interviewers to just put the red tape on their name and not being able to move them forward to the next phase of the interview. So I am hoping that after this video, you will be able to get some tips on what you should avoid saying during your interviews that would cause you to fail your interview. So I have summarized 5 key things that you as an Agile leader avoid saying them completely during your interview that will help your interview to run through successfully and you come out triumphantly. So please stay tuned. If this is your first time here, you're very welcome. Please, just so you stay in sync with what we do here on a weekly basis, please go ahead and subscribe right down below. Click the subscription button right down below. Turn on that notification bell so you will never miss out on any content we upload here. And if you are a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, a returning follower, you are always welcome. You are always appreciated. I love you. Thank you so much. Now, one last thing, if you're looking for a one-on-one mentoring coaching services that will help you bridge that gap between just having a theoretical knowledge or just having a certification and landing that first dream job in the Agile space, please reach out to us directly. We have great programs designed to help candidates. It's been helping a lot of candidates, bridge that gap between, theory in the field. That is, interviewers are looking for people who have some sense of practical understanding on what really happens on the field. So we've been helping a lot of people bridge that gap. So please reach out to us directly. Go to the description box. You will see our contact there. You can check right up above to get our direct information there and reach out to us, and we will go from there. Thank you so much. Now, let's get started. So what are some of these things that you should avoid saying when you go for your Agile leadership interview? Regardless, be it a Scrum Master interview, be it an Agile Coach interview, be it a Release Train Engineer interview, be it an Agile Practitioner interview. What are those things that you should avoid completely saying during your interviews? I have summarized 5 key points on the things that you should avoid saying during your interviews. Number 1, avoid mentioning the word Agile methodology. Yes, just saying Agile methodology, it already tells an interviewer your level of understanding of the whole Agile concept and the way it works. Sometimes you may even see on job descriptions, they would say that, they are looking for someone who is versed with the Agile methodologies. Trust me, organizations too, that's why they are bringing you in. Just because the word is on their job description, it doesn't mean that it's right. They are looking for someone like you to come in and help them, bring them up to speed with how the whole thing really works, because that's the gap that they've identified. So please, Agile is not a methodology. So avoid using that word Agile methodology. Agile is a mindset. It's a mindset that people need to possess in order to succeed in the Agile framework, in order to succeed practicing the different Agile frameworks, be it Scrum, be it Kanban, be it Extreme Programming, be it Crystal, whatever they are doing. So just like I said, Agile is not a methodology. Agile is a mindset that is bounded by 12 principles and 4 values that organizations are adopting, to be able to deliver high quality value faster to the business and most importantly to their customers. So Agile is not a methodology. You can talk about the traditional way of managing projects. Let's say if you were a project manager going for an interview, it's okay to say the waterfall methodology. The waterfall is a methodology, but Agile is not. Agile is a mindset. So please avoid saying that word. Just take it out of your vocabulary completely. Say agile mindset, say agile values, say agile principles, but avoid saying agile methodology. Secondly, please avoid using the word I told during your interviews. Don't say that. As a servant leader, you are not telling nothing to nobody. Because you are a servant leader, you are not supposed to be a command and control kind of leader or sound like that. No, you are selling. So you're selling your ideas, you're selling your suggestions, you're selling your thoughts. So you want to avoid using this phrase during your interviews that I told the team that, regardless, even if your idea was the greatest, was the smoothest and all that, no. Avoid saying that. Even on the job, you don't want to tell people things like you're giving them instructions or anything like that. No, you're selling. So in Scrum, in Agile, we sell instead of telling. So we sell ideas as opposed to telling people what to do. So instead of using I told them, you rather use I suggested, I proposed, I recommended, because servant leadership is all about influencing people without direct authority over them. You are not commanding them or controlling them or micromanaging them or anything like that. No. So in order for you to successfully express that, you should be suggesting, you should be recommending, you should be proposing, which simply means they can choose to buy into it or not, So yes, that's the second thing you want to avoid doing. Now, the third thing that you want to avoid saying during your interview is saying something like, I am managing the projects, I manage the teams, I manage 2 teams, like that. Or you want to say, I have managed 3 projects. You're not a project manager. So in order for you to really understand what I'm saying, please go and look up, differences between the Scrum Master and the project manager. It's very important that you have the clear understanding of this distinction. So you are not managing any project. No, you are not managing nobody. No, you are guiding them. You are leading them. You are supporting them. You are helping them discover their problems, like uncovering their problems or revealing their gaps and them figuring out a way to solution for themselves. That's what you're doing. So please avoid saying that you manage teams. Like, let's say for example, an interviewer may ask you, so how many teams do you have? You say, I manage 2 Scrum teams. You are not a manager. You are a servant leader. So you're guiding 2 Scrum teams, or you're supporting 2 Scrum teams. That's what you should be saying. You're not managing no project. You're not, managing no people. Besides, we believe in Agile that you cannot manage people. So even managers themselves, functional managers and all, they know you cannot manage people. You can manage material resources, but people, no. You lead people. You don't manage people. So please, avoid using those words when you go for your interview. Now, the fourth thing that you want to avoid saying when you go for your Agile leadership interview is, please avoid telling your interviewers, I, like saying I did this, I did that, I changed their process, I make them to start using maybe implementing the Scrum events, whatever that was. No, don't sound as if you are looking to claim all the credits and all that stuff. No, regardless, no matter how you help them, to achieve that outcome. In Agile, we are talking about team effort. It's a team thing, collaboration, commitment as a team to achieve that goal as a team. So you contributed in achieving that goal. It wasn't all your whole idea, So please, instead of saying I did this, please try as much as possible to rather use we were able to implement all the Scrum events, and as a result, we were able to achieve great outcome. You helped the team, or you supported the team to adopt these agile values and principles like that. So please avoid using the word I. However, it's very important that you're able to draw a fine line, because sometimes interviewers also want to know exactly what your accomplishments have been, the impact that you have brought upon the team, So please be able to know where to draw that fine line between I and we, so that it don't just seems like if the people are not doing anything, there is no contribution that you have made. So yes, please be able to know where to draw that fine line between I and we. So that's the fourth point. And the last but not the least point, before we go to the last but not the least point, again, please, just as a quick reminder, if you're looking for a one-on-one mentoring and coaching services that will help you bridge that gap between just having a theoretical knowledge and a certification and passing that interview in flying colors, please reach out to us directly. Go to the description box, you find our contacts there, or you look right up above, you get our contact information, send us an email, and we will go from there. Also, if you are watching this for the first time, you're very welcome. Please turn on that subscription button and the notification bell so you will never miss out on any content on this platform. And if you are a returning subscriber, returning viewer, returning follower, you are always very welcome and appreciated. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget to like, share, drop your comments for questions and everything. So now let's get to the next point. What is the last but not the least thing that you should avoid saying during your Scrum Master interview, your Agile Coaching interview, your Release Training interview, your Agile Practitioner interview that may disqualify you from moving forward in the interview process? Yeah, so the last but not the least thing that you want to avoid saying during your interview is you don't want to sound as if you are focused, your mindset is output focused. So let's say, for example, if an interviewer asks you, like, please, can you highlight one accomplishment? Don't go telling them about you were able to help the team deliver their project on budget, in scope, and on time. That would have been great if you were doing the traditional project management. That would have been very okay, even though I do not believe that should be okay, even in the traditional project management world. No, because that's just output. Rather, instead of you focusing on telling them about you measuring success in terms of budget, in terms of scope, in terms of time, like that's the triple constraint, you want to tell them that you were able to show them how you were able to help the team deliver value. Which means that you've been able to help the team go beyond just delivering the triple constraint to the extent of helping them delivering great outcome. So if that's, just for your understanding, if you are able to help the team deliver on time, on the budget, and in scope, yes, that's great, but that's just output. Now, all these things that you've delivered, how valuable are these things to the customer? Is the customer able to use these things and it delivers and derive value from them? Does the customer see value in all these great things that you've produced? If not, then you were not able to, you didn't succeed. You didn't succeed. So the way you know you've succeeded is if your customer were able to, derive value out of that, even if you deliver, on the great, under budget, great, on scope, you didn't go over any scope creep and, way earlier than expected. Yes, that's just output, but you want to show your interviewers that you are able to help the team deliver great outcome. So in summary, on this particular last point, avoid showing the interviewer like you're just focused on output. No, tell them, always make sure, and whatever you're saying, show them how your success, how you measure success by the value delivered to the customer. So in summary, these are the 5 key things that you should avoid saying when you go for your Agile leadership interview. Thank you so much. I hope you're able to learn something out of this video. As always, you're always welcome to please share your thoughts, share your feedback, drop them, make use of that comment section, drop your comments, your feedback, your inputs, your own points, in the comment section, just as I am here to help enhance your knowledge and understanding in the agile space. It's the same way I'm also here to continue to learn and expand my own knowledge and understanding in this wonderful agile space. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to connect with you next time. Bye.